Okay, hey everyone, Mombi is here. Let's go and take a look around Twitter, the social media giant of our times, and see what is the most popular amongst the Pakistani community on Twitter and amongst the international community, the hashtags that everyone keeps sharing amongst themselves. Let's go and check them out. Okay, it does kind of seem as though celebrity deaths, they always tend to trend on Twitter. So the golfing legend Arnold Palmer, he must have died of natural causes because he died at the age of 87, but he's passed away, and he must have been a really popular figure because a lot of the tweets that are retweeting the Arnold Palmer hashtag are talking about how classy he was and he was a gentleman, and the guy who had a long association with him said he was the face of golf for a long time. He left the sport better for his involvement in it, and one of the presenters couldn't stop crying when he was announcing the death of Arnold Palmer. So one of the hashtags that's trending in Pakistan is Momina, and of course that means Momina Mustahsan. So Momina Mustahsan, she isn't married, but she is going to be married soon to a guy called Ali Naqvi, and I know this because people in Pakistan are really obsessed is not the right word, but it seems kind of like an obsession with Momina Mustahsan ever since she did that Coke Studio song. And apparently that video has been the most watched one on YouTube for all of Coke Studio and all of their history. You can expect the retweets are pretty much by a lot of guys saying, well, you know, I'm really sad that she is off the market because apparently she has been a really huge hit with the Pakistani male public. So another hashtag that is trending, and I picked this one up, this one is trending internationally, it's being retweeted amongst the international community online on Twitter. It is the hashtag We Love You Holland. So the reason I picked this hashtag to talk about right now is Holland, it turns out, is actually a very popular young Hollywood actress. Don't really, or should I say actress or should I say starlet? So her name is something like Holland Roden, which I thought was funny because it reminds me of rodent. Anyway, so she is an actress, and of course Holland is a place. So there seems to be kind of a mix-up between people who are retweeting this hashtag and saying, yay, Holland, my country is finally getting the recognition it deserves, and here are pictures of beautiful Holland, but actually the hashtag is about the young actress whose own Twitter account says something like she's the realest ginger in the virtual world. So maybe she's just an internet sensation. Anyway, she apparently made some sort of remark, I don't know, that people found controversial via a tweet in 2014, and because of that she's getting criticism, and the hashtag is meant to be in support of her. Another hashtag that is being retweeted amongst the Pakistani community is the hashtag Taxila, because the by-elections are happening right now, voting is underway, and it seems to, according to the hashtags of from what I'm seeing on Twitter, it seems to kind of be a competition between PTI voters and PMLN. PMLN have a strong voter base in Taxila, but PTI kind of a strong contender. And once again, it does seem like it always is PMLN or PTI, but I'm sure if we were talking about another city and towards the southern parts of Pakistan, we would definitely have other contenders, PPP for instance. Okay, so it is the hashtag Alvida load shedding, and Alvida, you know, kind of like saying bye-bye load shedding. So a lot of people Pakistanis find this really funny on Twitter, where one guy retweets, you know, just in order to retweet this hashtag I had to wait for 1 hour of load shedding. And of course a lot of people say, oh come on, you know, there's cities where there's 4 or 8 hours of, you know, power cuts, and that's just in cities. In rural areas they'll be lucky if they get even 5 hours of electricity reliably during the summer months in Pakistan, and this is just kind of a propaganda thing on behalf of PMLN. And then of course there are more pictures in a positive light retweeting this hashtag, which kind of seem to be PMLN supported, in support of the current government, where they say there's extra power being added to Tarbela Dam. It's going to be functional from 2017 onwards, but most of them are something like, you know, are the government kidding, or whoever has or whoever has generated this hashtag, like, are they serious? Okay, thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide through the Twitter universe. Okay, where we got to see all the hashtags that were trending this morning, which are definitely not going to stay the same. Okay, so those were all the hashtags that are trending this morning. Thank you so much for letting me be your guide.